What's up, YouTube? Friendly Frenzy here, back with another video, and this is part two of my Stay at Emory series. And today I'll be going over some of the many fun things I did and the amazing people and places I met, just like I did in previous video. And so yeah, stay tuned for that. We got a lot of good stuff coming up in this one. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so it's currently in early in the morning, sometime before 8. And I just got out of like where I was sleeping, like the dorm I was sleeping in, and yeah, I was just getting ready to go and eat breakfast at the Dobbs Common table. And yeah, I was just waiting for the other person that I was with to be ready too, so we could both start walking there. All right, y'all. So here we got into the cafe. It was low key like huge. That cafe was like big as fuck. But yeah, we walked around to see like all the options they had, and I ended up getting some like eggs, tater tots, and some bacon, and then like a fruit and some fruit punch to drink. And but yeah, the breakfast was a low key good. But yeah. Okay, so at this point, I finished up breakfast around like 8:30 a.m. ish. And the next event was at 9 a.m. and it was networking 101, I think, in Whitehall 206. So after breakfast, me and the guy that I was with started heading there, and uh, but yeah, that's where we were going. Okay, so I think along the way we got lost. So we had to like stop and ask like one of the students on campus to tell us where Whitehall 206 was. But yeah, after that we started walking in the actual right direction. Okay, so we got to the Whitehall and we were just waiting for everybody else to get there so the speakers could get started. And there was actually two events in the Whitehall. There, the first one was the networking 101, and then the second one was leading from within. For the first one, networking 101, it was just like a professor talked about like the best practices of how to like engage with other people at like a networking event and how to like how Emory like has a bunch of internship opportunities and like job opportunities and stuff like that. And then the second one was leading from within, and this guy talked about the history of Atlanta and some stuff like that. Um, but yeah, that was those two speakers was pretty much the whole thing for the Whitehall.
And dynamic city that Atlanta has blossomed into. This place has become a wellspring of innovation. All you gotta do is listen to some of the music that's coming out of our amazing city. If you look at the various television programs that you're watching, it will be very difficult for you not to see I'm talking about those of us who lost our minds when our baseball team won the World Series in 1995 and 2001, and our football team choked away a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. That the person who sees the world in just a slightly, or maybe not so slightly way, is still a human being that's worthy of us acknowledging their humanity. Like so many of those civil rights leaders I talked about earlier, Emory University understands that the most powerful and impactful leaders are called to serve their communities, to serve the nation, to serve the downtrodden and the dispossessed that they may never meet, but you understand you can have a positive impact on their lives. The mission of this great institution: create, preserve, teach, and apply knowledge in service to humanity, points to a particular mode of leadership that features sacrifice and the elevation of the needs of others above status, and personal gain. To be in service to humanity, one must be a servant leader. A servant leader prioritizes, elevates, and helps others. A servant leader measures their success by the number of people they empower and uplift, and not the amount of praise that they receive for their efforts. I'm thinking about someone like Septima Clark. Another person, you may not know their name. But Septima Clark became known as the grandmother of the civil rights movement. Before those folks that I talked about, the Martin Luther Kings, the John Lewises, and the Bernard Lafayette.
All right, so then the two guest speakers finished speaking or giving their speech around like 10:45, and then after that we started walking towards the Dobbs Common Table again to have a lunch. And then after lunch we were gonna go to the Atlanta Excursion Center for Civil and Human Rights. But yeah, I walked in, looked around, see what they had for lunch. I ended up getting some rice and chicken. I don't know if it was fried rice. It might have been, but yeah, healthy little plate. And then I sat down with a group of YNs.
After a minute, without stuttering. You know what I'm saying? After a minute.
Okay, so everybody finished eating lunch, and then some people went back to their dorms, and some people didn't. But basically, everybody was just getting ready to get on the bus to go to the Atlanta Excursion Center for Civil and Human Rights, and that the bus like left around 12ish, I think, and then we came back around like 3:15, I think. But yeah. So yeah, after a long and scorching bus ride, we finally arrived at the museum, and then all the members of the leads group were divided into some smaller groups to like tour the museum. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. All right, so we finished the Atlanta excursion around like 3:15, and then we like went outside in like the area to take like a group picture. And I don't know if y'all don't know, but um the area was like it was like the place where the Coca-Cola factory, the aquarium, and like all those other places are. It was like that area. But yeah, and after we took the group picture, we all got back on the bus to go back to Emory, and we got there around like 3:30, and there was another event, but that will be for the next video. All right, y'all. So that pretty much wraps up the video for part two of the Emory vlog. Um, Next video, part three. Uh, that's where I'm probably gonna have the dance groups, the dance competitions, and then the event that like I just ended off with. and then I'm probably gonna have like one more video for like a frat, going to frat house, and what's it called, and then the ending, and that's gonna be pretty much it. But yeah, took a lot of time to edit as usual. Like and subscribe. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, finna show you how to get it. First we make 100 moving whipping chickens. Then you stay down, stack your racks, I'll never spin me. 4G panoramic spoon spinning. Extra green up in my pocket, look like spinach. I put gold all in my mouth, I had a dentist. Go for 2 more lines and I finish. I said, better late than never.